If you value your sanity and want to keep believing your favorite actors are just talented, leave now. Once you hear this, the movies you love will start looking like crime scenes. You've been warned. Hollywood was never about entertainment. It was about recoding your soul. Behind those massive studio walls, fame is a currency traded in blood. People think the casting couch is the worst part. It's not. It's the rituals. Tonight, we're stepping into the fog of the Hollywood Hills. It smells like expensive perfume and rotting meat. Imagine a mansion that isn't on any map. A witness watches through a cracked window. He doesn't see champagne. He sees Alistairs in a circle. They aren't watching a movie on a screen. They're projecting a purple light onto a girl. The film is flickering directly onto her skin, and she's shaking. This is the real Hollywood. You think the craziest thing is their ego? You've barely scratched the surface. The industry was built on a foundation of the occult. Why does every pop star wear a goat head? It's not a vibe. It's a business model. Let's talk about Aleister Crowley. You've seen his face on album covers, but he wasn't a poet. He called himself the Beast. His rule was simple. Do what thou wilt. This became the secret religion of the power players. They didn't just stay in basements. They ran the studios. They knew that film is a magic ritual. Think about it. You sit in a dark room, a ritual chamber. You go into a trance. You let flickering lights dump ideas directly into your brain. Kenneth Anger, a visionary occultist, saw the camera as a magic wand. His movies weren't for fun. They were rituals to summon ancient entities. He was friends with the Rolling Stones and the Church of Satan. Through him, blood symbols and pentagrams were baked into the DNA of movies. Then there's Jack Parsons. By day, he was a NASA genius. By night, he was in the desert performing Babylon working rituals to summon a demon into a human body. He believed LA was the perfect bridge between our world and the spirit realm. The scary part? They won. Their magic is the blueprint. When a music video looks like a high-octane ritual, it's not creative. It's an evolution. If they control the symbols you see, they control you. The basement of a Beverly Hills estate is freezing. A rising star, let's call him the next big thing, is shivering. He's blindfolded. He thought this was an after-party. Instead, he smells sulfur and peppermint. A voice whispers, "To own the world, you must first stop owning yourself." The blindfold is ripped off. He's staring at a bull's skull. People in silk hoods hand him a silver cup filled with something thick and dark. He realizes the contract he signed wasn't for movies. It was a receipt for his soul. You think the Illuminati memes are a joke? That's the best cover-up ever. By making the occult look cringe, they hide the price of admission. They want your trauma. They want to hook into your brain. Remember the innocent Disney stars who turned dark overnight? One day they're singing about crushes. The next, they're on stage in a giant pentagram. Most say it's for the clout. No, these are public rituals. A clean star is a liability. If they own your darkest secret, your family, they give you the world. But they keep the receipts of your worst night in a vault. You're in a theater, popcorn in hand. On screen, a glitch happens. It's too fast for your eyes, but your brain catches it. An ancient sigil flickers over the hero's face. Your heart rate spikes. You feel a sudden urge to buy the merch, to follow the actor, to be like them. You just took a digital spell to the chest. The one eye sign. The 666 hand gesture. The OK sign. Normies say it's fashion. In the occult, these are sigils. They talk directly to your lizard brain. Think about Disney. Hidden words in the dust of the Lion King. This is subliminal programming. If they can link a dark symbol to your childhood joy, they've hacked you before you could even read. The all-seeing eye is everywhere on your money, on corporate logos, on Billie Eilish. It's the eye of Horus. It means they see everything, and you see nothing. It's a literal mark of ownership. Then there's predictive programming. Why did The Simpsons predict 9/11? Occultists believe they must tell you what they're going to do. If they show it in a movie first, your brain stays passive when it happens in real life. Your rights are stripped, and you think, oh, I've seen this movie before. The Hollywood hills are silent, except for a mechanical hum under a billionaire's vineyard. Inside, a mogul is hooked to a bag of glowing pink liquid. His skin smooths out, his eyes clear. He's not just better, he's new. Down the hall, a child is shaking. The doctors don't want the child's blood yet, they want the terror. They need the chemical reaction that only happens when a human is pushed to the limit of fear. We're talking about adrenochrome. Conspiracy or not, it's the elixir of life in this world. The theory is that the elite are addicted to it because it stops aging, but it has to be harvested from a terrified subject. Hollywood has been dropping hints for years. Monsters is literally about a company that harvests screams. The Dark Crystal is about draining essence to stay young. They hide the truth in cartoons, so you think the reality is too crazy. Blood is the ultimate currency. That's why you see stars obsessed with vampire styles or drinking blood on camera. They are desensitizing you. Look at the Epstein logs. Beloved actors and directors weren't just hanging out. They were part of a system that views humans as renewable resources. Ever notice how a legend looks young for 30 years, and then decays in a week? The supply was cut off. The glamour faded. The dream factory runs on fuel made of screams. Imagine a spirit cooking dinner. An Oscar winner laughs, while an artist paints walls with pig's blood and honey. The air smells like rot. A woman walks by with solid black eyes. This isn't a party. It's a gathering of the gods. Hollywood is the propaganda arm of a global power structure. Ever heard of MK Ultra? The CIA used trauma to split personalities. The goal? Sleepers and puppets. Look at the glitches in pop stars, the blank stares, the factory resets. It's not a mental health crisis. It's the programming failing. People like Marina Abramovich aren't just artists. They perform high-level rituals. Why are CEOs and stars like Tom Hanks linked to these weird gatherings? Because they are all nodes in the same machine. They use Hollywood to normalize their agenda. If a relatable actor says it, you'll believe it. But it's darker. They use trafficking for blackmail. You don't get promoted unless they own you. They need footage of you doing something so illegal you'll never talk. That's how the secret stays safe. And the scariest part? Whistleblowers say they are channeling demons. Whether you believe in demons or not, they do. They want to disconnect you from your humanity and turn you into a subject for their new world order. A whistleblower, an ex-studio fixer, is driving fast. He has the Red Room server logs. Suddenly, his phone shows a blinking digital eye. His steering wheel locks. The car flies off a cliff. The last thing he hears is a voice on his speakers. The show must go on. The elite are panicking. Millions of people are connecting the dots. The spell is flickering. Think about the people who tried to talk. Isaac Cappy named names and then fell from a bridge. Anne Hetchy was making a film on trafficking before her bizarre crash. When you pull the curtain, the cleaners come out. They don't just cancel you, they delete you. But the magic requires you to be unaware. Once you see the trick, the magician just looks like a con artist in a cheap suit. However, be careful. The Great Reckoning might be a trap. They might be letting this leak to cause so much chaos that we ask them to take control. So, where are you? Are you an extra in their movie? The Dream Factory is a nightmare. These gods only have power because you give them your energy. When you stop consuming the propaganda, the beast starves. This is a war for your frequency. They want you scared and angry. If you choose truth, you become unhackable. The fog is lifting. The choice is yours. Will you stay in the trance, or will you wake up? The credits are rolling on the old world. What movie are we writing next?